Marhaba, that's hello in Arabic. I'm Chef Kamal and you're cooking with Kamal Lebanese style. I'd like to show you how I like to prepare pomegranate beef cheese pies, or in Arabic they're called Sfiha. These make great afternoon snacks and they're part of the wonderful mezza family, or the small finger foods or Lebanese tapas. Now these pomegranate beef pies are called Sfiha. You can make them with, the recipe we're going to be doing today is with ground beef. You can use ground lamb or ground chicken. It'll be the same procedure as I'm going to show you now. Now I've already rolled out the dough, and what you want to do after you've rolled it to about a 1/4 inch thickness, we're just going to go ahead and dip each piece in olive oil, and I go ahead and put it, I always use a foil lined tray. I just find it easier at cleanup to just take the piece of foil and throw it, and then I have to rinse the tray a little bit. So you go ahead and put these on the tray, and what you want to do again is you're going to start from the center, and you want to take 2 fingers close together, and you're just going to start punching this up and down so that you can open this to about a 3-inch diameter. Now, okay, we're going to open all of these. Now you need to do this because if you don't punch them down, they're going to puff up like pillows when you bake them in the oven. Now what I'm doing is I'm starting from the center, I'm working my way out to the edge, opening it to about a 3-inch diameter, and I'm leaving about a 1/4 inch lip around the edge, and that's what's going to hold the filling inside when I place the filling. So there we go. And see, I've put them about, now on your tray you'll want to place them about a 1/2 inch apart so that when you open them they have space and they won't be on top of each other. Okay, so you're going to go ahead now. I have these open to about 3 inches. I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of the filling that I made. This is the ground beef. Now pomegranates are in season right now, so I was able to put fresh pomegranates in here, and that's usually between October and January. After that, they're a little harder to find, but that's okay. You don't really have to have them, but they add a little something when they're in season. So I just put a tablespoon in the center of each one. And I just go ahead, what I like to do is I always like to open them all first, put the filling in them all first. I find that it's an easy sort of progression for me to do it this way. I put the filling in the center, because from there it's going to be easier to distribute. Put a filling in this one. Now what's wonderful about these spinach pies is that you can bake these several days in advance and refrigerate them until you need them, or you can put them in the freezer. You know, just place them on a plastic lined tray, and once they're frozen, put them in a airtight container, and they'll stay in the freezer for weeks. So that's wonderful. That's what I like about a lot of the mezza finger foods. You can make them in advance and keep them refrigerated for several days or frozen for several weeks, and then you just have them on hand when you want them. And I just love these as an afternoon snack, or sometimes even at dinner. You just will have a few of these with a salad. And it just makes a great meal. And if you have people who don't really care for beef or lamb, you can always do it with the chicken. So it's very versatile. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and see. I'm just sort of spreading this out. It goes right up to the 1/4 inch lip, but not over. And I love using a fork because the tines of the fork are like little fingers, and they just really help me sort of push the filling back and get it away from the edge. Look at that, so easy. Now these pine nuts, now what I do is I always toast a bunch of pine nuts in advance and just keep them in the fridge. I find it easier than each time I need pine nuts to, toast them. And so what you do is you go ahead and toast them as the recipe tells you, and then you put them in a jar after they've cooled and place it in the refrigerator uncovered for several hours, and then go ahead and cover it. And those too stay in your fridge for weeks. I do that with these pine nuts, I do it with the almonds. I always have a jar of each of these sort of things that I need on hand. Now what you do is you're going to add 5 pine nuts. You can put more, it's up to you. I like to put it in this sort of little decoration, so you sort of get, it seems like you get a pine nut in every bite. One in the middle. There you go. That's Sfiha, or the pomegranate beef cheese pies. Very easy to make and easy to eat. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. For more information on this recipe and my cookbook, Classic Lebanese Cuisine, please visit us at cookingwithkamal.com. I hope you enjoy preparing these recipes with your friends and family. As we say in Arabic, sahtain, double health.